What is going on, people? I am here on Madden NFL 26. The game dropped, I don't know, less than 24 hours ago when I'm making this video right now. It might be more than 24 hours when this video comes out to YouTube, but here I am. Um, as you've seen by the title, and as the screen shows you here, it's Cardinal franchise time. It's gosh darn Cardinal franchise time. This is something I wanted to do in Madden 25, but the game just was so bad, couldn't commit to it. And when I did do it, the draft classes also weren't working. When I tried to do the college football and Madden series, it wasn't working for me. So I had to scrap the idea, which really sucked. And then when I got to this year's game, I was enjoying college football 26 when I was playing. Obviously, at some point, I'm going to get back into it, I'm sure. Then again, who knows? We'll see. We'll see. But for now, we are on Madden NFL 26. We're going to run Cardinal franchise. I'm going to show you all the settings we're going to be running here in just a minute. We aren't going to change anything here. We're
The
just going to
menu
run
on
with
the
the real
left
life
lets you
coach.
adjust your league settings and where to start your franchise the
Shut up.
preseason, the
Shut
regular
up.
season,
Shut
or the
up.
fantasy
Shut
draft.
up. Shut up. Thank you. Here's what we're doing. So we have Sim. We're going to play on all Madden because I'm based. No. We're going to be doing 15-minute quarters, 20 seconds a minute. Actually, do I really need 20? I could do it 15, to be honest. 15 minimum play clock time. We're not making adjustments like that. Um, we're not going to have any cooldowns here. I'm just playing the AI. I'm not going to sit here and cheese the AI either. And if I do, please in the comments call me out for it because I do not want to be a guy who just spams the same 5 plays. That's not fun. I'm going to try to keep that to an absolute minimum. As for our season experience, we are going to customize a couple of these. I don't care for a couple of these, honestly. So, for example, um, preseason cut days, don't care for it. Injury management, um, yeah, I'm not going to worry about that, to be honest. I think the rest of this, though, I do want to do. Manage practice reps. Yeah, we'll put that on auto as well. I don't really. I mean, obviously, I should care about it, but I don't. Um, we will kind of we'll do auto on this as well because I'd actually rather just auto update without me forgetting. Auto progress players is off. Ability weekly recap on. Okay, we're turning that off. Trade deadline. Yeah, there's not going to be a whole lot here that I'm going to change. Everything here is good. Um, I am going to be keeping these all the same. I could even be, pushed to doing like maybe 10 for stage three, but I don't think it matters all that much. Um, I could do the pre-order bonus. I'm going to turn this off. I might do another franchise where I like, turn the bonus on just on a just off stream, off recording. This yeah, whatever. Um, but yeah, uh you get the bonus as well. I think it gives you just extra coach points that you can put in, obviously. It's kind of like how Dynasty is on college football. Like if you pre-order the game, you just got extra coach points. So it's cool, I guess. We're going to turn the coach firing on. We're not going to change anything here. Breakout scenarios. This is all fine and dandy. I do want to turn this off, but I'm gonna do it on a separate franchise. Again, it might just be on another franchise I run off of YouTube. Um, ability edit controls. I am going to turn this off. We're going to let the game give the abilities. I am a fan of changing abilities to what suits me. We're not doing that. That's lame. For this franchise, I'm not doing it. For another franchise, again, I might do it, but not this one. Player tray edit controls. Let's see. Okay. I mean, I'm not going to mess around with that too much. We are going to do, I think, a 50. Uh, we'll just keep it at 46, minimum 46. There we go. Um, okay, I don't really care much for that. Don't care much for that. And we'll just keep Phil roster on. I don't think it matters all that much because we're going to try to keep the roster filled here, obviously. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. We are going to kick off in the preseason because um, you do get training camp here. We have some trainer talk, storylines, all this going on. We're only going to focus in on training camp here, and then we're going to move straight into week one against the Saints. So yeah, here we go. A couple problems I'm having that I saw on Bengals Giants franchise is that they took away a couple of the training camp games. So we will circle back to that in just a second here. But what we are going to do is we're going to look at the team. We are going to look at your 2025-2026 Arizona Cardinals here really quick. So, of course, you have the leader of men, Kyler Murray, as your quarterback. Marvin Harrison Jr. is an X factor. Okay. I'm not going to complain. You're not going to hear a peep from me. We got James Conner, Trey Benson. The plan is, as far as I've heard, is it's going to be like a dual thing where I think Benson's going to get a lot more carries than he did last year. He got a good amount of carries in the back half of last year, but just I'd imagine it's just going to keep going up. You got Trey McBride, Tip Ryman here, Michael Wilson, Tip Ryman, also the fullback. I'm cool with keeping DJ Dallas off of the running back roster. He's probably just going to be a special teamer for me. Here's the defense. We run a 3-4 type of defense. Actually, this is not 3-4. This is like damn near 5-2. It says it's base 3-4, but this is almost. It screams a lot more 5-2 with the edges. I'm sure if you change it around, you'd get the edges to drop down to the DTs, or you'd even get a um, you know, two or three DTs, and then a right edge and a left edge, obviously. But yeah, let's go through the defense a little bit. Josh Sweat, who we acquired from Philadelphia, now is in Arizona. We have BJ Ojolari, who is coming off an ACL injury that took him out for all of last year. I'm hopeful that he is, um, he's healthy and is 100% capable of handling himself here going into this next season. Um, in the mics, we have Mac Wilson Sr., who I liked a bunch of. Unfortunately, we lost out on Kaiser White, which really sucks because I loved Kaiser White the last couple of years. We also have Owen Papo, who's an absolute dog. Um, One of the best things about him by far is his speed, and he's going to be used quite a bit. 89 speed, um, 76 tackle will play, and then he also has 61 zone coverage there. So he'll be fine. The zone coverage doesn't look great, but if it's at least half decent, he'll play. We have Zaven Collins here at left edge. A guy I'm not too sure about. This could be a guy we wind up trading at some point. We'll see. We also have Buda Baker, obviously, another X factor here on the team. He is, for whatever reason, without an X factor on him. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. Let me give this a quick look. Okay, he's got it unlocked. Obviously, I can't touch it, but he's got it unlocked. I just can't put anything on him. So he's going to have abilities, though, on at the very least. So it's not so bad. Let's get down to our defensive line here. We got Justin Jones. We have Bilal Nichols, two guys that we picked up a few free agencies ago. We have Darius Robinson here, who I'm pretty big on. I think he's going to take a leap going into a second year. He was very limited in play time last year, um, just because of injuries. And then when he did get healthy and he came back for his first week against Minnesota, I want to say in week 12 or 13, like he got some snaps in, but he was really, really limited on snap or on play time, I should say. once he came back from injury. So kind of hampered his rookie year for sure. And then let's go to like the big two here. We have an absolute dog in Calais Campbell here. Former Cardinal comes back to the desert after taking a world tour around the United States, because that is the world. I don't know. We also have Dalvin Tomlinson here, former Cleveland Brown. Absolute tank, by the way. I went to Cardinal training camp a couple of days ago. Guys, and he looks like a beast. I mean, he is freaking. He's a tank, absolute tank. A couple other notable guys. We have Jaden Birch here, our rookie. He's got hidden dev on him. I am. I'm a little worried. Excuse me, not Jaden Jordan. Wow, sorry about that. Sorry, Jordan Birch. That's gonna be on me for sure. I'm gonna be making a lot of mistakes like that. I haven't looked at our roster in a minute, to be fair. But Jordan Birch out of Oregon, his tape looks solid. His tape looked really solid. So I'm curious to see what he does for us going forward here. Back to our DBs, we do have my favorite player on the Arizona Cardinals, probably Dadrian Taylor Demerson out of Texas Tech. Played a good deal of snaps last year. Um, Looks like a kind of nickel safety where he plays a lot of the high safety role, while Jalen and Buddha kind of play in more sideline ish roles. Buddha kind of bounces around everywhere, but Jalen Thompson was a guy who was playing midfield to kind of sideline to sideline. But Dadrian was kind of our top over safety last year when he did play. So I'm looking forward to seeing him get better. Now we're going on to the corners here. We got another guy here we'll talk about in just a second. We have Garrett Williams, who I think is one of the most underrated cornerbacks in the game of football right now. Had a great year last year. Looks like he's going to be just as good, if not better. I'm hoping he takes another leap and makes himself a top 15 corner in the game, but super underrated this year. So keep an eye out on him. We also have Max Melton out of Rutgers. Um, Trying to remember, he played a little bit last year. I think he played in a good deal of snaps. I just don't remember him being a high impact player off the bat, but I'm sure he's going to take a bigger leap going into year two. We also have Starling Thomas the fifth, who I'm a little critical on, all things considered. Last year, not the biggest fan of him. I think he has made some improvements, though. I think he made a lot of improvements last year, kind of toward the tail end of the season. I thought he looked really solid. Kytrell Clark here as well. Um, Not sure how I feel about him. If he's on his final year, we're probably not going to re-sign him. But I think he's fine. I think he's fine. So, I mean, we'll see what the corners look like post this year. And now, on to the main attraction of our entire CB unit. We have Will Johnson here, Sub Zero, coming out of Michigan. I think he has the highest ceiling a round two cornerback could possibly have. This was a guy that I had projected going to us at pick 16, and he wound up falling to 47. So that's it. So as you notice here on the D line, speaking of picks that we had this last year, we're missing somebody. Very clearly, we're missing a name here. We're missing our first round pick, Walter Nolan. So we'll touch back on that here in a second. Let's look at our special teamers though. Aaron Brewer here. He's going to have to be the long snapper. No ifs, ands, or buts. We have Dortch as the kick returner with Zay Jones. I'm probably going to make that a DJ Dallas job really quick. We'll go into the depth chart and do that here. Um, yeah, I do not want Zay Jones doing returns, unfortunately. But anyways, we have Chad Ryland. He made some game winners last year. It looks solid. We also have Blake Gillikin back for another year, which is great. Got autographs from both of them actually at that same training camp. Now we're at the specialists. We have Mac Wilson Sr. as a sub linebacker. Slot corner is going to be Starling Thomas the fifth. I am honestly perfectly fine with that. Calais Campbell is going to be our nose tackle. Now we do have Walter Nolan here, who I did mention. We are probably going to have him play some snaps. I'm not going to lie. He's probably going to be a guy that eventually plays. I definitely wouldn't mind doing like a rush DT thing where he might be the rush DT too, kind of like that. And then Dalvin Tomlinson just kind of is a rush DT3 because Tomlinson doesn't really have the speed or anything like that on him, but Nolan's way quicker. Kind of curious to see what he does, but I feel like we kind of screwed ourselves having as many D linemen as we do. Anyways, back to the team here. We have at slot wide receiver. I cannot speak for the life of me right now. Slot wide receiver and Michael Wilson, Zay Jones, and then Greg Dortch. We have Zaven Collins here at rush right end. That is a very scary thing to have seen. Josh Sweat, the rush left end. Then we have James Conner handling both the power back, third down back, and apparently Gadget. But yeah, there's a couple of fixes I'm going to make for sure. I'm probably going to move Dortch to our Gadget um, guy, and then I think I'm going to make a change at slot receiver too. Probably going to move Quez Watkins closer. Like I'm probably going to move Zay Jones away from slot receiver. Uh, no, no, I don't think I will. I'll probably make Zay Jones slot receiver one, and then just put Dortch as slot receiver two. I think that makes the most sense to me. Um, Another name that I didn't mention actually, now that I'm looking at him, Hajalte Froholt looked really solid last year. Looking to see what he does going into next year. He had an extension that he just got. He should be really good for us. I'm looking forward to seeing what he does. We also have Paris Johnson here, the Ohio State Buckeye, as well as Kelvin Beachum. And fairly recently, we got back Will Hernandez. If he's in free agency, we're going to go pick him up real quick. We just got him back today. So um, if there's a way for me to go get him, I'm going to go do it real quick. GM's office is so stupid. Um, as you can see, there's a couple of there's definitely some guys here for sure. You got Kendall Fuller, Von Miller, who is on the Commanders. I don't know what he's doing here. Stephon Gilmore, who I'm pretty sure just recently got signed somewhere. Justin Simmons is still a free agent. We have a couple of guys here for sure that are free agents, but that's not what we're worried about. I'm not going to stress about it. Matthew Judon here. Incredibly intriguing. But we're going to bring back Will Hernandez. He is back on the Arizona Cardinals here as of the time of recording. So we're just going to bring him back right now just so we have an updated kind of look here. Even though we could bring in a better, like a Brandon Sheriff type, but not a big deal. Okay, I think the last thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to adjust some things on the depth chart, and then we're going to get right on into it. So first thing I was going to do was a kick returner. I believe that's what it was. That was messed up. Yeah, this is not going to happen. Kyler Murray, we're going to have kick return. No. We're going to go ahead and get DJ Dallas in there. And then for punt returner, that was fine. What the heck is going on here? Okay, we're not doing that. That's not going to happen, I'm afraid. I'm afraid to tell you that is never going to happen. We're going to go DJ Dallas at punt returner 2 in case Storch gets hurt. And then for our gadget guy, this is what I was going to change too. Gadget guy, we're going to have I think I think Dortch is going to be who I put. Dortch is going to be the gadget guy. I'm a big Greg Dortch guy if you didn't know. So a little bit of bias. Zay Jones is going to be the slot receiver, and I think Greg Dortch would make for a good slot receiver too. Um, Nose tackle. I'm actually fine with the rush DT staying the same. Yeah, we just fixed it up, so it's good there. There's like one more fix I wanted to make though before we really get into this. Cornerbacks. Will Johnson is going to start. Um, I don't know why they have him at quarterback 5, but he is going to start. I mean, He's easily gonna have to. There's just no way he doesn't. I'm cool with these two running the slot corner role. Okay, we are good there. I am not gonna worry about these two, but we are gonna worry about his training camp. We're gonna do a couple of these here. I'm probably only gonna do one per position. Obviously, it's better if I do, more than one, but I'm not gonna concern myself with that. I suck with freeform passing. You gotta be shitting me. I don't know how I'm doing this. Okay. Oh, what the fuck? This thing is impossible. Okay. Okay, I got that one. Okay. Let me try this one more time, and if this doesn't go well, I'm gonna just I'm gonna go find something else to do. So I think there's another one I can use Kyler Murray on. I'm not gonna waste time here. I don't want to waste y'all's time to watch this shit. This sucks. I'm sorry to my two subscribers that are watching this right now. They have to see this crap. Dude, I can't even hit one. What? Dude, it just keeps sucking back. Stop, bro. I don't even know what to say. This is ridiculous. This might be one of the worst things EA has added. I mean, what is this, dog? It just keeps sucking back. I don't even know what to do. Okay. I'll tell you which one we're never going to do again. That's the one we're not going to do. That one is awful. Genuinely really bad. Um, we're going to do pocket presents instead. I think that might be a hair better than whatever the hell that was. Like, I get you wanted to make it a little harder, but come on, man. You're killing me with that shit. Okay, come on. Be for real. Oh my gosh. Gotta be kidding me. Dude, I'm trying to high pass the ball. Oh my god. Dude, fuck. Oh my lord. I can't. Bro, like, what is that? Okay, if I can just normal pass it, that's fine. But he just, like, can't hit the damn ring. Like, what am I supposed to do? I guess I'm supposed to, like, touch pass, which is kind of stupid, but I guess I get it. Okay, come on. Okay. I'll try this one more time, and then I'm not, again. I don't want to waste y'all's time doing this. I kind of want to hop into the game. I'm not sure about y'all, but I want to get into a game already. Okay. I'm gonna restart here one more time. I'm just running into every freaking projectile possible right now. Okay, come on. Get some air into that thing. Let's go. Oh my gosh. I probably should have done this off the camera. I might trim this part out entirely, I'm not gonna lie. We'll see how I'm feeling after I get this part done. Like I might just pause the recording here until I get done. Because yeah, this is horrible. Y'all should not have to watch this. Yeah, okay. We're gonna pause the recording real quick. Hold on. Okay, so best I could muster up out of that one was a silver. I'm sorry, y'all had to watch that. That was horrible. Hopefully none of them are that painstakingly bad. We got a skill point out of it though. Bright side, we got a skill point, so we'll take it. Um, we also have rushing attack here. I probably will go with Trey Benson here because if we're gonna use him, I'd rather him be somewhat good than kind of good. Like I'd rather him be almost usable. But yeah, here's this one. This one I feel like is kind of standard when it comes down to it. You just kind of follow your lead blocker. Unless you suck at the game, then you just like run right into the guy that he's blocking. Okay, tip. We need to hit our blocks here, bud. Not gonna lie to you. One thing I will say is that they made this. Can we hit a block? Thank you. They made this one a lot harder than it was, because if you've played Madden 24, 23, and I think 22, 25 as well. I might have mixed up my years. Oh well. But if you remember right, it was a wider field. You had sideline to sideline, outside of maybe a handful of yards. Um, and you were able to kind of just run away from defenders with ease. This is not the same. Not the same at all. A lot harder to do that. So the hope here is that we kind of. I mean, I'm going to take a silver because again, it's a skill point bare minimum. If it was like a rookie I'm dealing with, then yeah, no, I want the gold because of the snaps or not. Oh yeah, the snaps pretty much. But I'm not stressing if we don't get it here. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. But yeah, we're just gonna keep rolling on through these real quick. So, the hope is that we can kind of rush through these um, before I get too tired to play. We are going to run. Do we have any rookies? No. Well, I guess we're gonna do this with Marvin Harrison Jr. Too bad, so sad. What the? What was that, Kyler? Okay. No, we can't. We can't throw lobs, Kyler. What are we doing? Is he trolling? Okay. Throw it. Okay, now okay. Now you throw bullet passes. What was that first attempt? That would have been the time to throw a freaking dot. Like the first attempt, that would have been the time. But the second attempt, I wanted a lob. Not only that, he completely missed like the entire end zone on that first throw. Like, what was he doing? Get up there, Marv. Kyler Murray, what a guy. I mean, that is so beyond like bad of a throw. Like I am practically waiting on the ball to get down. He throws up moon balls like we're playing 500. What are we doing? Throw me a regular ball. Stop. Oh my gosh, Kyler. Throw me a regular ball. Stop throwing me moon balls. Oh my gosh. I swear to you, I am trying my hardest. What is that? That ball is even close. Dude, why am I getting trolled? Do I need to hold the button down for the bullet? Oh my god, it doesn't change a thing. Not a thing. I have to predetermine where I'm going to go and then call for the ball almost immediately. This is ridiculous. Thank you. Like, unbelievable. I just have to run the same slant pattern. I'm going to become the next Michael Thomas. In this video, you will learn how to become Michael Thomas in 2019. All right. Get me the hell out of this. What in the world did I just see? Okay. We are on to the next. We get a skill point. Hey, that's all I want. I just want skill points. I'm not going to stress about proc pocket protector if we don't have anybody that I can upgrade. So I'm not stressing about that one. This one I am going to stress about though, because we have a Walter Nolan here that needs love and attention right now. So let's go use him. Shouldn't be too hard. Then again, I think all these have been really bad. Oh my god, I can't get off a block. I'm getting shoved completely out. Crap. Like they didn't change anything on this game mode. I just can't get around. Like I love Hijalte Froholt as much as the next guy, but he's completely just tearing me apart. Dude, Walter. Okay, there we go. He's got a rip move that's really good. Okay. Noted. Duly noted. He's got a rip move. Oh my gosh, Froholt is killing me right now. Okay, let's at least get a silver out of this. Who'd have thunk, man? Hajalte Froholt. What a guy. Patriots legend. Just absolutely decimating Walter Nolan III here. The defensive tackle out of Ole Miss. Not the first time we've drafted a DT out of Ole Miss in the first round, by the way. If you remember, if you're NFL buffs, we also drafted Robert Kimdichie in the first, and that went swimmingly, if I remember correctly. So, looking forward to seeing what he does. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this one unless I want to improve Michael Walker. Chase and tackle. That sounds so bad. We're gonna do DB battle, and then we're moving right into week one. I don't want to play this no more. I want to just move into the game. Um, I played a little bit of the actual game itself. Um, when it first dropped earlier this morning. Okay, I got destroyed. I'm not gonna lie, but I played a little bit of it earlier this morning, and I thought it was fine. I think it's, I mean, better than Madden 25, but I saw somebody say when the bar is under the floor, it's hard to make it much worse. So I don't think that means anything to say that this game's better than Madden 25. I think if anything else, um, I'd hope this game is better than Madden 25 because Madden 25 was horrible. I thought the gameplay felt super clunky at times. I thought there was a lot of just kind of BS plays that would happen in a comp level, which shouldn't be a thing, by the way. I should not be getting away with BS plays in comp difficulty. Like I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that's something that shouldn't be happening, especially like contested catches. Like I think the 50-50 win rates for receivers were not astronomically high, but it felt like the EA just misses the mark every year with truly getting the 50-50 balls right. Like I feel like they have, one year where it's like fine. Dude, I just got destroyed. Um I feel like they have one year where it's almost okay, and then another year where it's like completely OP to one side. Okay, there's not much else I could have done on that. I stayed right on him. That's about as good as I could have done. Oh, dude, I just try to take away low. I try to take away inside shoulder right there. Did not think that was just going to be a straight go route. But yeah, one of my biggest complaints about 25 was that, and then also it felt like I don't know. I feel like EA's had this problem trying to be too realistic, and I'm not saying they should just go and commit like full arcade style gameplay because I don't think that's good either. Like you need to find a competitive, happy balance between the two because I think that's what was so much fun about Madden 20. It also helps when you have a worldwide shutdown due to a certain thing that was going on for whatever reason. Um, oh my gosh, man. Zay Jones is cooking me horribly. But yeah, to my point, I think the biggest takeaway from 25 was that just in a general sense, the game just was not fun. And that's something I kind of allured to in the beginning of this video. The main fact that I try to do a college football and Madden series, and I found college football really, really fun to play. But Madden was almost impossible for me to, have fun playing because I felt like the game was so broken. And then I was like, okay, well, if I give it some time, I let the game kind of work itself out, wait for some updates to come around, and hopefully, the devs make the game a little bit better, then the game will be playable. Um, I was a little, wrong, and that's okay. Dude, I'm getting destroyed by Zay Jones. I am clueless in terms of playing corner. This is why I play linebacker for defense. I do not touch cornerbacks. I don't have a read on what these guys are running. Like I try to take away inside, and they just do like corners and zigs on me. So okay, this time I'm able to stay up with them. What? Oh my gosh, man. That was the stuff I was talking about. Oh my gosh. I can't even be mad. That's just a heck of a catch by Zay Jones. If you do that again to me, I'm going to be pretty mad, though. Yeah, no, I'm going to be all over him. Okay, took away the inside, and Will Johnson is reaching for air. Does somebody want to tell him that the ball was not even close to where his hands were? Okay, it was a stop. Okay. It was a curl on that. I was not familiar. Was this like a Texas? Dude, can I get a deflection? Can I get a pass deflection? Like, it can't just be either I pick it off or, I get my hands up in time and it's incomplete. Like, there needs to be some way of winning a 50-50, or at least a knocking, like, of the ball. Like, I need to have the ability to knock him out at some point. Okay. Oh, I just got beat. That's what I mean is like I lean heavy on the inside part of the shoulder, but if they okay, yeah. Embarrassing. I'm probably gonna stop recording though really quick. Okay, so we spent a little bit of time there completing that. I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun playing practice squad. Not practice squad, training camp, whatever it's called. We're done with that. We're gonna move on to whatever's next. Let's look at some storylines here. We're in the
Some
coaches
turmoil
on.
threatens
Oh,
their roster in the early season. A challenge has been made for a top spot on the depth chart. Competition breeds success, but coaches will decide how far the competition goes.
okay, Baron Browning. I think what I want out of him is not a whole lot. I actually do think he should start over Zaven Collins. The overalls say otherwise, but I really like Baron Browning over Collins, and I want to move Collins to maybe a Mike or a Will versus an Edge. Um, I think for now we'll start the preseason strong. I don't think I would say all that. That's a little much. Okay, Gannon, let's cool the Jets. Making promises I can't keep. Class. But here's the abilities they were talking about. Um, real offensive coordinator Marvin Fowler and real defensive coordinator John Grant. Um, are our coordinators. We have a 42% approval rating. There's a joke I want to make, but I'm not going to make it. We are going to the regular season. Jay Gannon, no goals completed. I suck. I know it. Okay. No new unlocks. I definitely do not care enough, unfortunately. We are going to do auto-generated rookies here. Let's take a gander at what these prospects look like, and then we'll hop into our game. So the top two players of this class are left tackles. We have Brandon Franklin here out of Utah, and we have Brendan Horton. Brendan and Brandon. Brendan coming out of UCF, and then you also have Carlos Sullivan, who's coming in at 23 years of age, a little old, I would say. The left edge out of TCU. Then we have Howie Duggan, not to be confused with Max Duggan, the quarterback, the former quarterback of TCU. We have Howie Duggan here, the quarterback out of Oklahoma State, 6'4", 234. I mean, he has the makings for sure. I'm not going to subscribe to any ideas here. Obviously, we don't know anything about him. We're just kind of looking at players. We have Darnell Buchanan, 6'5" out of Stanford, who is 21. That's intriguing. We have Matthew Howard, 6'2" out of Connecticut. We have a left tackle, a couple more left tackles down the board. We're going to look at a kind of one player per position. We have Eric Barr, the first right edge, on the board here as the 10th ranked player in the class. We also have Antoine Holmes, who's the first ranked right tackle. Pat Greenwood, the first, excuse me, another left edge. My fault. Uh, DeAndre Meekins. That's who I was trying to get to. He is the first ranked cornerback in the class, 188, 6'4" out of Mizzou. We also have Rodney Burgess out of Auburn, the 5'11", 211 receiver. Um, maybe a guy we look at down the line. I'm incredibly interested in, I think, position wise. I want to go wide receiver, interior offensive line. Trying to think. Probably a Will and maybe a Mike if I'm being honest. Here's a couple more. We have a Del Foster out of Vanderbilt, 6'4". Jordan Phillips, okay. Tyree Queen. Um, we have Tyree Clinton, okay. And this is the top 50 right here. Cool Schaub. Cool Schaub. Okay. We are done looking at that. We are going to look in at the regional breakdowns, though. We're going to make sure we have everything set up. So the West guy's got to get moved or something. Linebacker, edge rushers, where he's good at. This is not a good class for us, I will say. Um, I think our best spot would be to get a. I don't know. Yikes. Yeah, this is not a good class for us. Because I'd want interior line and then probably let's see, linebacker edge. Let's see if I can move someone over. I'll probably move around some player or some scouts here. Like I think Victoria Medina, for example, would be better suited in the Northeast. I think Joe Robinson actually would be better in Central. And then Tomas Cruz will probably move to Southeast. So let's and then we're probably just gonna fire Sean Sutton straight up. We'll get somebody else. So let me think. So West is going to Central, Central's going to Northeast, Northeast to Southeast. Okay, that's pretty easy to remember. Okay, so that leaves Sean Sutton out of a job. Would he even fit in the West? Left tackle, right edge, wide receiver. Yeah, I mean we can make that work. I'm sure. Let's just put him right there. There we go. We're not going to fire anybody. We're not going to change anybody around. I do want interior line looked at anyway. Interior line, edge, linebacker, all our players or all our positions that I want looked at for sure. It doesn't help to look at another offensive tackle in case I'm not really loving Jonah Williams anymore at right tackle. Nothing wrong with little youth, like the youth movement and the O line. If we can draft correctly on the O line, that's the biggest thing. A wide receiver could be in the cards for sure. We could also roll out with tight end linebacker. I don't hate any of it. So I'm going to leave the scouts there. It is time, I believe. We're going to do some upgrading though first, and then we're going to hop into our game. I know. It's been a long recording. I'm tired too. Don't you worry. We're going to get into this really, really quick, and it's going to be so much fun. I promise. Let's look at old Marvin Harrison Jr., though. He has two skill points that we can use. I think I want to make him a more physical guy, but I think he would be more better suited for him to be a playmaker type or a deep threat type. We can just lean into the scheme fit here. I think we're gonna go deep threat though. Deep threat for one, and then we're gonna go into playmaker for the other. He gets an ability slot. That's sweet. Now that I do like to see. Let's see what they gave him. Just out of curiosity's sake. They gave him persistent. You've got to be kidding me. Like what idea is that? Giving him persistent. Okay. We have a Trey Benson upgrade, two of them to be exact, which is sweet. We're probably going to lean into more I think elusive would be good, juke spin. Or even like a break tackle bit. I don't really care much for his catching or anything like that. Not going to be a guy we do that for. So we'll lean into the elusive back here. Okay, plus one juke, plus two spin. That's great. And then we'll probably just do one on here too, because I want his break tackle to come up a little bit. Once you know he didn't get a single thing of break tackle, what are you gonna do? On to the next. We have Walter Nolan. Another guy that absolutely needs to be upgraded. I don't care much for like the kicker, the punter, or some of these backups. Like we're just gonna worry about our starters right now, or guys that could be starting within the year, because I want to make sure I'm keeping a good handle on that. I think we're gonna go with nose tackle though. I think we might go nose tackle and power rusher. Like I'm gonna lean into those two pretty hard. He's not a finesse guy, really not a finesse guy. So we're gonna just not focus on that too much. So that puts Walter Nolan up to a 77 overall, which is great. Now it's on to the next. Yeah, we had Chad Ryland. That was Chad Ryland, excuse me. That was due for an up or two upgrades. We're not going to worry about that. I think we're going to go all the way down to Will Johnson because I do want to control that upgrade. And I think that's it. I love Daedra and Taylor Demerson, but I'm not going to. I feel like I've already wasted so much time just doing all of this, like the training camp and the going through the roster, and now I'm doing the upgrades. It's a methodical build up to the game, so we're just gonna have to deal with it. Um, he looks great both sides, power and finesse. I think I'm gonna roll more into. I would love to see that block shed come up a bit. I think that's what I'm gonna lean into. Block shed or strength or anything like that would be great. All right, we got a good deal right there. Heck yeah, I will gladly take that. Then we have a Jalen Thompson upgrade here. Let's see. Oh, his zone needs to come up. Yeah, I'm not even gonna look at anything else. That zone needs to come up bad. Jeez Louise. I mean, that's not even close. Yeah, 75 zone does not play for me, unfortunately. I'm a pretty zone heavy guy when I play. I'm not gonna lie to you. That might be the one thing that I will do a lot of. On offense, I'll keep the play calling kind of differentiated as much as I possibly can. But when it comes to like actually playing defense, I don't think it matters all that much. I'm not going to sit here and nano the AI, but I am going to actually play a defense that I would play against anybody else online. I think I want to do more of a man. Is that crazy? I think man coverage or even tackling needs to get better. Let's roll into slot. Let's just do that. Because that's kind of covering both bases there. Man, and then he gets some zone, and he gets +2 tackle. That's the perfect upgrade. You can't complain about that. Kyler Murray up next. What am I going to upgrade on Kyler Murray here? Is the thing. I think my biggest problem is the deep accuracy. He's got great throw power. Short accuracy is there. The awareness is horrid. 72 awareness is insane. I'm sorry. That is bad. I think I'm more concerned about his accuracy though in general. So let's like focus on that. Because while I will be scrambling with them, granted, I would like him to be able to throw the football a little bit, especially if he's going to be the still franchise quarterback. That worries me. Last guy we're going to look at here is Will Johnson in terms of upgrading, and then we're just going to, let upgrades handle themselves, I guess. So we have Will Johnson. I think I just want to see his man come up. Man, his tackle's bad too. We're probably going to be another slot guy here. Yeah, he's got +3 man coverage, +1 awareness, +1. Okay, I was hoping for some tackling out of that, but whatever. He's now up to a 75 overall corner. I think he was a 75 overall corner, so I don't know what I'm yapping about. We're going to upgrade all here, and that is going to be it. We are going to hop right into the game here in just a second. Yeah, I will see you guys in the Caesar Superdome.